EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight we will wind up Week 5 with a good battle, as it'll be the Black Knights of Tokyo taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now you look at this defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10. And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
Go. We're good.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Sheds off the tackle. Still on his feet. He's on his way. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now 2nd and 9. On play action, Fields. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Good.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throw left side complete. That's Myers. Touchdown Raiders. Jacoby Myers. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw here, Dalton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Dalton bootlegs out. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rashawn Gary, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. It's Fields. And incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
In motion left, that's Reed. On 2nd and 10, Fields. And the Raiders have got him. That's Crosby. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now 3rd down and very long. 17-0 our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Here we go, son. Delta. Hey, can. 11.
Here's Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. A short throw to Musgrave. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. To throw is Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Don't jump. Ready?
Out of the gun, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. In motion right goes Reed. Third and long. It's Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Adams the man in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 105 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Andy Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
You got a mini base. Angel. All right.
Now it's Fields. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs, 65 yards. And the Black Knights get a bit closer. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 2nd and 8. And Dalton to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Two by two. There you go. Can. 368.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He'll let this go for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But the
first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
West right six.
Fields now to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Up, 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 up. Hey, Ken.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Touchdown! Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Black Knights are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Oh, it shifts past him. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Tyree Wilson getting back there in a hurry and handing him a loss.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here we go. Extend.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields throwing again. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Fields. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the 1st half, and this one number 5.
Don't jump. Ready?
Fields changing the play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Black Knights are back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action now, Dalton. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas. 61 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
Here's Jacobs. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Dalton with a quick throw out wide. Touchdown, Raiders! Michael Mayer, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown! Christian Watson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Black Knights are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Once again, it's Jacobs to about the 48-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. And now to the air, Dalton. That's caught by Myers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Dalton sets up play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
In motion left goes Myers. On 2nd down, Jacobs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Carlson able to put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They'll just save those calls for this possession instead. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Back to throw, Fields.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Fields. This one swung out here to Jones. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Fields going to move them around. Now a play fake here on first down. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They'll come up now on second down. Now Fields. He finds Watson. It's caught.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's third down now. Back to throw. Fields. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. And they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Here's Fields. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Oh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes second and 10. All eyes on Fields. The left side completion to Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now first and goal. Back to throw. Steps away to it. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late fourth quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This is first and 10. Here's Dalton. Able to connect with Jacobs. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's second down. Now Dalton. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Dalton. Pass complete. It's Adams.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it.
So now Dalton.
This ball intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Tokyo,
they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.